It's another beautiful day in Coto de Caza. I'm on Vista del Verde. Today we're going to talk about this tree. It is a Schinus molle. In California, we call it a California pepper tree, but the rest of the world it calls it the Peruvian pepper tree, or the American pepper tree, false pepper, rosé pepper, escobilla, and a variety of other names. This is a quick growing evergreen tree. It grows about 50 feet high. It's drought tolerant, long lived, quite hardy. It's recognized by its drooping branches, and the male and the female trees are different. So this one here, you may notice it has peppercorns on it, and this one over here does not. So this is the male and this is the female. This tree comes to us from the Andes down in Peru, also down to Argentina and Chile. It's naturalized throughout the rest of the world. It's considered invasive in Florida and now even parts of California. The genus, or the species molle, comes from the Quechuan Indian word for tree. This is not related to the Piper nigrum, which is the real pepper that you find down in India. Now its bark and leaves and flowers, they're all aromatic, and especially when crushed. So let's talk about the leaves. The leaves are pinnately compound, and they break down into secondary leaves that you see here. And on these secondary leaves you have leaflets, and these leaflets work their way up the stem until you get to the end. Now typically there's about 19 to 41 different leaflets per stem. Now in the old days, the leaves, they were used to make dyes for textiles. Also, the oil from the leaves, it was used in the mummification processes to help preserve the dead and embalm them. Now, I'm not sure they do that anymore, but that's kind of an interesting little factoid.
Here is the fruit of the pepper tree. These are called berries, and each berry is called a drupe. Now, each tree can make hundreds or thousands of these each year. The outer layer that you see right here, you could peel off the outer layer of this fruit, and it's very sweet. You can mix it into drinks and syrups. Now the fruit is also fermented to make a drink called chicha. Now the seed itself, this peppercorn we'll call it, it tastes quite like normal pepper you'd find from India, and you could use it just as you would any household pepper. Or you can mix it with other peppers, or you can buy it at the store and it's sold as peppercorn.
The bark of the tree becomes very shreddy. It's kind of cool looking. And down here though, we have the roots, and they're above ground, and you see they reach out and they can cause little havoc on your sidewalk or any other structures. It's also very aromatic, along with the bark and the leaves and the peppers. And the Spaniards used to put their latrine behind these trees to help mask the smell of going to the bathroom. For medicinal purposes, this has traditionally been used to treat wounds and infections due to its antibacterial and antiseptic properties. It's used as an antidepressant, a diuretic, used for toothaches and rheumatism. It's got some potential to be used as a pest control agent to substitute for synthetic pest controls. The drawbacks of this, it's quite invasive in many different countries. In South Africa, it's invaded the savanna and the grasslands. It's invasive throughout much of Australia, from the grasslands to the open forest to the coastal areas. In the United States, it's a problem in Florida and Hawaii, and it's also crowding into Arizona, Southern California, Texas, Louisiana, and Puerto Rico. So this is the Schinus molle, our Peruvian pepper tree, or California pepper tree, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks. Bye.